Hi everybody, welcome back to Freightbrokerchic, and again I am here with the master trainer, the one who knows all, teaches all, and let's just get a little applause for Mr. Dexter Levette, who we are going to do another Ask Dexter. Yay. The last one we did was really successful and we got some great comments and some great views on it. So I thought we would bring him on to do another one. And just so, please don't forget before I get into that, like, share, and subscribe. We'd love to have an opportunity to maybe do some of these questions live, but we need quite a few more subscribers, but we appreciate those of you who signed on. So let's get right into our question today. So it says, this is, I'm not going to use the term that he used, but it just says, this gentleman, he is a carrier, was talking to one of his new shippers and learned of a biblical screw-up by a previous broker. They booked a load from New Jersey to California and New Mexico, and he decided that he didn't want to finish the trip, and he booked another load coming back this way. Apparently, the broker allowed him to cross-dock the load with a different carrier based in California. It didn't end well. The second driver was involved in a fatal wreck and totaled the load. The broker didn't check out this other guy, and it turned out he was a revoked MC number, was uninsured, and refuses to cover the damages, as did the broker that okayed the swap without authorization. And the first driver says he's not putting in an insurance claim since he didn't cause the wreck. His buddy did. This is really a legal mess. And so I wanted Dexter to come on and share, and I know that was a lot, but to kind of break that down a little bit, because and one of the reasons I get a lot of questions about that term of double brokering, and people will call me up and want to share a load. And so I thought this would be a great opportunity for him to speak on what can go wrong when you do that. Go ahead, Dexter.
Well, the first thing that the broker did wrong was letting the carrier who had been assigned one pick and two drops to even cross-dock the other load because he all of a sudden didn't want to finish the load that he had been assigned to do and been paid to do. Right there, the broker should have had more of a backbone and told him that if you don't go on and finish this load as you said you would, I'm going to reduce your pay by at least 50%. That's what I would have done to make sure the driver, he signed up and got a load, but he had two stops, and he was supposed to deliver those two stops, and that's what he was being paid to do. But somehow, some way, the broker got his back bent over, so to speak, and was able to be talked out of it and let the carrier cross-dock. When he cross-docked the load, that's when all his trouble started. He allowed the broker to book another load carrier on it. That's double brokering. The other carrier that he put on it didn't have insurance, didn't have a legal MC, which all those things would be caught if it was the primary carrier when you were actually covering the load, when as far as the LDI system is concerned, it's connected directly to the FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So when we pull up MC number, anything about that carrier is going to come up. If that broker would have actually had an ability to pull up the second MC of the carrier that was taking the load to California that the previous carrier did not want to do, that he didn't feel like he had to, then he might have seen the trouble that this trouble associated with this other carrier that was supposed to be picking up his load. But he didn't do due diligence because he lost the battle with the dispatcher or the carrier when he even let them decide to even cross-dock. So really, unfortunately, this one I would have to blame on the broker. The shipper should not have to pay anything to any of these because the shipper is the customer who is paying for the actual service of a load being picked up and delivered to one stop and another stop. The broker that he chose obviously didn't understand the gravity of his actual job and position, or the idea you do not double broker in our business. It's like, no offense, it's like doing something with a family member. You don't do that.
Okay.
You don't ever double broker. It is against what we do as brokers. And when you do double broker, see, he didn't know what he was getting. So now you got a carrier with a failed MC who has a fatal accident, who kills somebody. Your customer, the load has been the load has been totaled.
Destroyed.
There is no insurance to cover the loss to the end. And everybody is still as trying to get to the actual customer and trying to make him pay. This type of what can I say? What's the word I'm looking for? It's this type of stupidity and unprofessionalism that plagues the broker actual business, because you have all these unknowledgeable, unscrupulous people who don't know anything about what it is to be a broker other than trying to make a quick buck.
Okay. So
get 1 minute.
Okay.
Thank you. Getting into this business, giving bad service to customers, and that customer never wants to deal with another broker again. And will also tell their business partners, oh, you thinking about using broker? Let me tell you about the time I used a broker, which destroys our business platform and our professionality. So on this one, unfortunately, I feel that the broker who initially did everything and let this trust stock even happen, because of him, if he would have held to his guns and actually made that carrier do exactly what the carrier decided to do, you signed up to do a 1-pick, 2-drop, California and New Mexico. He decided to let the carrier trust stock the California part of the load because the carrier didn't want to go to California all of a sudden, and he said, okay, and he chose a lesser carrier, even let the other carrier choose this person, and the carrier gave him somebody who completely destroyed his reputation and probably and also his business with that customer. So in the end, this one I would have to blame on the carrier. Now on the broker. This one, the broker should pay. This one, the initial first broker should be responsible for everything, because he's the catalyst that messed everything up.
Okay, so let me play a little bit of the devil's advocate here, because the carrier says, I'm not going to move on with the load. So, and I agree with you saying, well,
Then
paying him 50% less, but then should he not have gone back to the customer and said, the carrier, what should he have done so that he could have been,
if it would have been me,
aside from
if it would have been me, I would have told the carrier, if you don't go and deliver that load to California, please read the part of my notes, the notes to carrier, where it says that late delivery or failure of service can result in complete voidance of all payment to carrier. I would have took every last dollar. I would let. So you don't want to go to California? You do it. You told me you're going to California.
Okay.
Then you get no money. Thank you for delivering that first load, trough stock, and you can be gone. But if you want your money, if you want the money that I told you to pay, you're gonna take your carrier, you're gonna take that truck, and you're gonna go to California.
Why didn't they just recover it?
Well, even if but they shouldn't have to recover. That's just it. The carrier shouldn't have to recover. I mean, imagine if you were in this situation, you book freight, you're a broker now.
Right.
Imagine you do 2 stops, right?
Right.
Imagine if you're one of your carriers dropped off at 1 stop and said, I don't want to do the second half of this, Yvonne. I want you to take this and trough stock it somewhere, but I still want my exact pay.
Right.
How would that make you feel?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Huh?
You can't. I mean, yeah.
You go off. I know you.
Right.
I know you. You acting nice and you acting nice right now.
But I know what tough broker.
You would turn the camera.
I love you guys.
It would have been like this. It was let me turn the camera away for a minute. Let me tell you what you gonna do. Exactly. I know exactly what you would have done.
Yeah,
so the same.
I'm nice, but I don't want my customer upset.
So the same thing is that the customer comes first. That broker did not protect his customer. He let the carrier dictate what was going on, and the carrier is always working for the broker, like it or not. He who has the money makes the rules.
Okay, but so we can.
Our customers listen. Our customers tell us what to do,
Right.
and then in turn we have to tell the carriers what to do. Our instructions don't come. We're not making them up. They come from a load tender where the people who are giving us the loads tell us we need the carrier to do these things.
Okay.
If we don't do those, we don't get any more loads.
I guess but I'm still concerned about the customer. I've still got a load that's sitting somewhere, floating around, and it's still got to get to my customer.
Right, exactly.
So at this point, do you just recover the load where it is in that location?
Well,
or do you go back to the customer?
I
guess, and
but
say,
what I'm trying to say is
you need
this.
a modified tender.
No,
blah,
what
blah,
I'm trying
blah.
to say is this particular situation that you talked about,
Right.
it shouldn't have happened anyway. Because
Okay.
once the load was loaded with, if I book you on a 1 pick 2 drop,
Then you
need to do the 1 pick and the 2 drop. That's what I booked you on. What are you talking about? You gonna call me and tell me that, oh, can I stop in California and cross dock this to another dock? No, you can't. I paid you to pick up this
Okay.
load here and make 2
So
deliveries.
you're saying you would have just put your foot down. And
I would have
said,
put my foot down and taken off. I said, you want to do that? You ain't gonna get paid
Okay.
zero.
Okay,
So
well, you heard it from them.
you can do what you want to do. You can cross dock it, but you ain't gonna pay for anything.
Okay,
So
I
that's
got
what I
you.
would have done.
Okay,
It
I
would
got you.
that
answers the question.
instance, this problem would have never happened with our brokerage,
Right.
Because I would have made sure that carrier delivered to both stops. When he allowed that carrier to cross dock, he opened himself and his customer up for the
worst
unfortunate events that happened.
Yeah, the worst case. That was like,
but I tell
it
you
couldn't
what,
get any
But I
worse
tell
than
you
that.
what, he won't do it again. I tell you what, he won't do it again.
Yeah,
The next
yeah.
time somebody says cross
Yeah.
dock, can I cross? He said, oh, no.
Right.
So that's just the truth about it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh man,
right,
hold on.
okay.
I'm gonna do
All
this
right.
for myself.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. And the rim's up.
There you go.
Oh man, I got this in. Thank you, people. That's all
All
I had
right,
to say.
you heard it from the master trainer. He, as much as he's passionate and loves us and pours himself into us, as you can see, he is very adamant about the rules, which is what we love about him. And he is going to teach you the rules so that you can avoid these types of things. And he's absolutely right. He would have never let one of his agents get away with that. Just absolutely not. But unfortunate, and just, our hearts go out to that family, that whoever, apparently there was a fatality, all because, like he said, the broker just didn't do his job. And so we are accountable.
Being a broker is about more than making money.
Yes.
Being a broker is about you are playing with people's lives.
Yes.
Drivers can fall asleep at the wheel. That's a man or a woman who's out there on the road making money for their family. If they're dock workers who are unloading these loads, they need to know if it's a hazmat or non-hazmat load, because they could be exposed to something that could take their lives too. Transportation is a serious business. It's not about a bunch of wine glasses and jet planes and Bugattis and stuff like that. It's transportation. It's about relationships and making money, giving people services, and caring about your customer and caring about the people around transportation. That's what we're about. So thank y'all all.
Thank you guys again. Don't forget our next training is April the 13th. We'll have that information. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time here on Freight Broker Chic. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.